We're gonna go and pick up some new cases. We're really excited. You can do this with any types of roll, bread, even sliced bread. The other thing I'm trying to do this time is be more sensible about accessories. And my next job is to make some t-shirts. This is one I made before. So we've got everything laid out here. We do use packing cubes. Hi, welcome back to a new vlog. We're a little bit excited, aren't we?
Yes.
You've got your coat on already.
Yeah, I'm ready to go out.
We're going to go and pick up some new cases. We're really excited. So we've been needing some new suitcases for a while.
Yeah, the biggest problem is with them.
They make you fall over.
Yeah, I've almost killed myself several times in the last few trips.
We bought them, I think.
I shouldn't laugh, but it actually is quite
It was not funny when you dropped them and fell over them at the top of the escalators. And I was behind with my two cases and the whole escalators in Orlando Airport was full behind me. I really thought I was going to die.
Everyone that knows MCO will know exactly what we're talking about.
I hate those escalators.
I dropped not just one but two cases that I was carrying
at the top of the escalator.
They didn't fall down. So
No.
they fell on there, and I managed to get them out of the way, but I had to move.
Really thought I was going to die.
Very, very quickly. I had to move. How I did it, I do not know.
Anyway, we've had these Samsonite cases, and we love them, don't we? They're so good, really sturdy. We've had them, we were working out, I think, since our 2016 trip. And we've got 4 of them. They are so good.
We've got 6 of them.
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's 2 that are a little bit, that are very, very difficult, so they've got a mind of their own, haven't they? It's definitely,
one goes one way and one goes the other.
When they're
all
full,
4 wheels, aren't they?
But when they're full, I think because they're, like, should we say, material, although they're relatively solid in the base, I think when they're loaded up, when you go to push them, they twist.
Yeah.
Especially on carpet,
they're
they're such hard work. Yeah.
And you find that you have to put your whole body weight behind them to push them, like Aid said, especially on the carpet. So we've decided that we don't want Aid falling over anymore. And I've also heard, what's it called?
Well, I think it's your rotator cuff you've got problems with.
That's what I'm being treated for. So I'm really struggling to use my arm, and we're wondering also if that's part of the problem, because I hurt it just before we went away last time.
And then, it probably didn't help, did it?
Yeah, having to push the luggage. So we've done a little bit of research, and we're about to go and pick up some new cases.
Yeah, we did actually reach on Instagram stories on our Aid and Lisa Do Disney account, and people gave us some really, really good feedback and some options and different brands as well. So really, really appreciate that. So we're going to go and see what it's like, what we've decided to go for.
We're going to go and pick them up.
Yeah.
And we'll do a bit of packing in this video as well.
Question is though.
Yeah.
We've ordered 2, haven't we?
Just to test run
Just
them.
to test, to see, basically, we want to see if we can wheel them together. That's the other thing, because it's fair enough 1, but can you do 2 together?
We'll find out.
If that's the case, we're getting any more.
Yeah, I think so. I just, like you said as well, if you could kill yourself or somebody else next time.
So this is also the other thing as well, that I don't know how much stuff people take, and if you're going in the summer, like Orlando, you know it's going to be warm. And I know we're still going to somewhere where it's not necessarily cold, but you generally have to take a bit more stuff with you.
A few more layers.
And we actually worked out we're staying in, what?
6
different places. And we haven't in any of them got anywhere. Well, we can wash.
Yeah, we haven't got laundry facilities.
Now, this sounds like first world problems, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
It really does. But it's a case of we think, well, okay, it could be chilly. We got caught out last year, and I've seen people's Instagram posts this year. They didn't realise it was going to be cold. So we want to take plenty of jumpers. We want to take things like that.
Pair of jeans,
that
coats.
will take not only space but weight as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're fortunate we can take 2 cases each.
Plus, we're visiting family, so we're taking out gifts, and I think we'll be bringing
there's going to be things we'll be bringing back.
And I've also ordered a load of Bath and Body Works in the sale. That's being delivered to our hotel. Yeah. I've picked up things for just over $1 things. $1 and something for like soaps and loads of different things, so I'm picking that up. So we want to make sure we've got the space.
And I think sometimes there's nothing worse than thinking when you're coming back, I don't know if you've been in a situation as well, how the hell are we going to get this back?
That's usually us every time.
You could actually say, well, okay, we don't need this, but part of me feels, if these are easy to roll, is it just easy just to take 4 cases with us?
Yeah.
Sometimes our trips, like in October, are 3 weeks long. Sometimes they're shorter. Obviously, we'll only take what we need to take. We're not going to be excessive. But it just seems, if you can get them through the airport,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right, let's go and pick up these cases. We are so excited. Also, did you fancy for lunch? You know you've got those really nice rolls. While we unpack, do you want some pizza baguettes?
Sounds very
We'll have a
nice,
nice
yeah.
lunch together when we get home as well. we go, we've just picked up our cases. And I may have grabbed something else as well. But I'm not driving, can't see anything.
Oh, I can't either now.
Sorry, do you want me to move it?
I thought you put it in the back.
Sorry. We're really excited. The lady that just helped us out with the great big boxes to the car, she saw, because it had American Tourister, that's the brand we've bought, on the boxes. She just bought some for her daughter who's just been to Disney as well, and she just really raved about them. We've had really, really good reviews, so we're very excited. Age's just in the room with the boxes. It's 3 o'clock. I haven't even eaten yet today. I'm really hungry. So I'm going to make these pizza baguettes. We're basically going to use got a couple of rolls left over from Age's hot dogs, and I'm going to turn them into mini pizzas in the plant I bought. I saw it the other day and I knew exactly where I wanted to put it, so I went back for that as well. So I'm going to cut these in half and grill, and then I'm going to mix chopped tomatoes with some oregano and a little bit of ketchup and seasoning. There, I'm going to mix all that. So a squirt of ketchup, need that for the sugar really. The oregano, salt and pepper. I've popped it in a little plastic container here with a lid because I won't use it all today, but it means then that I can use up the rest another time. Could be I use it on pasta or something like that. It's all ready to go. And then this is our pizza sauce. Put it on here. I meant to grill it first actually. Oh, I'll leave it as it is, it's done now. I meant to pop them under the grill first though. Never mind. There we go, I've popped some cheese on top and a sprinkle of oregano, and the grill has been heating up to pop these under. Look how delicious these look. I've just taken them out from under the grill. They look so good. And you can do this with any types of roll, bread, even sliced bread. Anything that's going over, turn it into pizza. We've even done this on wraps before, haven't we? Yes. Crumpets, anything goes.
I saw it on a bagel. I saw it on a bagel actually. I can't put it on Instagram.
Just make sure because it's got a holy bit. Anyway, let's go and eat these while they're nice and warm, and then we're going to unpack the suitcases. That was a really good lunch, wasn't it?
Oh, so tasty.
I know. We haven't done that for ages. It was really good and really quick as well.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to look at these suitcases now. I even love the boxes. They just look so cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing the colour. You've taken a sneak at the colour already.
Well,
the box was open.
Not open totally, but it was open on something, and then the thing came up. So you ready?
Yeah, I can't wait to see the colour. What colour does everybody think we went for?
What do you reckon?
Does that make you think of Old Key West?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really pretty. Oh, it's a nice size actually. This is their large size, isn't it? It's bigger than I expected,
77 centimetres.
Okay.
So it actually seemed a bit taller than our
Yeah,
faces.
me too. Oh, it's different to what I expected as well. Are they nice and light?
I think so.
But you're lifting it with one hand, so it can't be too heavy.
Unless cases when they're empty aren't that heavy anyway.
I like it. Do you? That's so nice.
Yeah.
That would be really fab on the journal as well. I like that a lot. It feels nice. It's extendable, isn't it?
Yeah. But always try not to use extendable ones if we don't have to, but at least you know you've got that choice.
Yeah. Right, so we're just having a little look. So we've got lock on the side here.
Now, on one of our other cases, they've got the locks on the case. And you have to kind of manage to try and put them in both sort of together. I know you said you read reviews to say people say it's a bit fiddly, but if I release it, what I do like about this is the fact you can actually just put one in at a time.
Okay, yeah. Cool. And then we just set the lock as well. And it's TSA approved as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's a little key in there for their locks. Just have a look.
The only thing is with our Samsonite, we love having the pockets on the front, don't we?
Well, yeah, just on the pockets on the front, but also pockets we've got here.
Yeah, we've got really good pockets inside.
It's the other thing that people say about when you've got the canvas ones, just be able to just fit something else into it.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously these don't have as much gear, but then you just, I guess, change the way you do things a bit, don't you?
Are there any pockets?
Yeah, there are. There's one there.
Okay, yeah. Because we like things like this for like umbrellas and things, so they're easy to find. Okay.
So that's in the middle.
My ears and things sometimes I put in as well.
What I do kind of like, and this is new to us, because we're just used to having like the flat top that opens, and you just pack everything in and close it up. You've got half and half here. But what I do like is the fact this top half is zipped in. So I guess if you have these, you just make sure you pack that part first, or put your stuff in it. Still put your heavy stuff, I guess, towards the bottom.
Yeah. And we got the second one as well. We wanted to see how they wheel next to each other side by side. First thoughts?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know they're empty.
You said with the Samsonite you wouldn't be able to do that.
No, they have a mind of their own. They kind of want to go whichever way they want to when they're empty.
So we've got to get these packed, haven't we? So a few days later, we really need to start packing. It's now 6 days before we go. We still haven't packed. We did check out the cases. Aid put a load of like packing cubes in and things like that just so we could like test to see how it would be, and we were really happy with them. And we've since ordered another case as well to match because they just wheel so much better than our Samsonite cases. I'm now going to have a quick trial session to work out what I can and can't take, as I know not everything's going to fit. And also I'm noticing that I think the evenings are going to be a little bit cooler. We were remembering back to like our first March trip, and we remembered like being in sweatshirts in Epcot, being really cold, having hot chocolates with the kids. So I want to make sure that I've got outfits where I can like have cardigans and sweatshirts and things like that. So this one I did buy off eBay. It's Kath Kitson. Back just before Christmas. I think it arrived just before Christmas, and it feels very snug. I did manage to get the zip done up on my own, but there's not a lot of give around the top half. It's very tight. The rest of it feels fine, but I liked the idea of taking it to Disney this time of year because it's a bit of a thicker dress and not one I'd wear in the summer months. And it's navy blue, so I can put like a little, actually my denim jacket would look really nice with this. So I am going to take it, make sure that I've got a pair of tights with me as well. But I think if it's a hot day, I'm going to struggle because it does actually feel very snug in the boob area. The other thing I'm trying to do this time is be more sensible about accessories. I took so many ears with me last time. I mean, I don't have masses of ears, but I have started sort of like making my own bows and doing them myself. But what I'm going to try and do, like some ears I only wore with one outfit, so I think I'm going to try and take less ears but mix and match them more with outfits, if that makes sense. It's the only time of year I actually do ironing, and that's when we're about to pack. So I had a few things that really couldn't go in the case. They were really creased, so I've just ironed those, and I'm now going to make some extra ears and t-shirts. So my next job is to make some t-shirts. This is one I made before. I've done this in a vlog. Plain white t-shirt from Primark. I think this was £1.80, £2, something like that. They've now gone up. I think they're £3 now. And then the £3 Primark ears, and I've taken off the bow and added my bow. So I've got a pair here where I've removed the little bow there, and I'm going to make my own. But I think they look really cute. When you team them up together with like a skirt or a pair of shorts, it just makes a really cute outfit for just a few pounds. I wanted to show you the ears that I made as well. I forgot to show them, and I've made little matching t-shirts. So I've got this one here with the like tealy bow. I love these ones with the pink fabric and the red bow there, and they're all just £3 Primark ears where I've removed the bow. This one, and this was the one that I originally made. That's my first. I think they're still my favourite. I think these bows are a bit big actually. I didn't mean to make them that big. I think next time I'll make them slightly less puffy. But for £3, I don't think that's bad going. Good morning. We are literally 2 days before we leave home, and we're pretty much packed, but we've got a few bits and pieces. So I thought I'd just run through a few little packing tips that might help you. So we've got everything laid out here. We do use packing cubes. Aid's got the grey and red, and I've got the blue ones. We do, however, though, cross pack So, for example, there's my bags there. I've got stuff in here as well. This case here is for our day, our first part of our trip. We're going as a bit of a like a multi-stay trip. So I know, for example, our new case, which I will show you, is a Disney case. That one has just got Disney in. So when we arrive at our Disney resort, everything is in there. We don't need to touch anything beforehand, so we don't need to open that case. The other two cases are for when we get there. I've got my dad's stuff in one. And we've got like stuff for the first start of the trip, the stuff for when we're in St. Augustine. We're not going to need like loads of Disney clothes, for example. I've also got like separate cubes for the Premier Inn. So it's got like Jim Jams in there. It's got our travel day stuff. But I've also got our first night stuff. We're hoping, if we're not too tired, to go to Epcot to catch Harmonious that first evening. So I've made sure I've got clothes. The temperature's due to be a little bit cooler in the evening, so there's a sweatshirt packed. So really, when you're packing, have a think about these things. And we know that we can just pull the one cube out when we get there, don't we? We've done it, for example, like with the kids years ago. We know that they're going to want their swimming stuff as soon as we get there. So the swimming clothes would always be in there as well, because we've had it in past trips where we haven't been so organised. And it could be that the kids are really, really tired. I remember that in Chattanooga. We got there so late and we had such bad traffic. It took us like, I think, 3 hours to drive from the airport. The kids were shattered. I couldn't find their pyjamas. We ended up opening everything, didn't we? And we thought we were organised that trip as well.
Naturally, we had 6 cases, didn't we?
Yeah, but they all look the same. So that takes me on to something else, actually. When you are packing your cases, this is what we've learned. You always think, oh no, I'll remember. You don't. You forget. Even if you put a different colour ribbon on, you still forget. So we have in the past, actually, I don't think we've got them there. I've actually even, have you got one?
What's an example? We've also Sharpied on there as well. Like that might have been, say, for...
We put an S on there.
I don't know what that was. It might have been where we were staying or something.
Could have been when we were in Savannah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, we've put little...
oh, we might run with the Sharpie.
Yeah, sort of like where we're staying, when to open the cases. I know we've done it like with California. We've got like our Disney stuff in a separate case. The other thing we're doing this time, we've been to Primark and bought these little luggage handles. We're not actually going to put them on beforehand because they could well get lost. They're £1 each and they've got initials as well. Whoops, just dropped the A for...
Can you say it?
Aid.
Thanks.
So we're going to do them when we've got them back. But we've got new cases this time, like I said. So one of them's a Disney, so we know not to touch that. So it is a little bit easier. It will be easier to see. Yeah. The other thing I was going to share, to make your luggage more recognisable, I have bought personalised ribbon. We've got Aid and Lisa do Disney, red and Mickey's. I get these from an Etsy store, and we've had them before, but they're really old now. Again, I think that we started having them in about 2016, and they're on our old cases. They are so knotted on there now. But it just makes it easy because especially like our other cases were all black, as soon as they start coming off, you can spot your luggage straight away. And it just hopes that maybe if somebody else picks them up, they might see your personalised ribbon and think, oh yeah, they're not mine. But you can order them. I'll leave a link to the Etsy store. Loads of different colours, whatever wording you want. And you don't have to have Mickey's. She's got sunshines. I bought my sister some bright pink ones with palm trees on. My mum got purple with Mickey's. They're just really fun and help you identify your luggage much easier. So with regards to cross-packing, making sure we've never had everyone's things all in one case. We always pack across all the cases. Then just in case any goes missing, you hope that you've got something in each case. And so make sure you've got outfits. So don't just put like skirts in one. Make sure you have actually got outfits. You've got underwear. A friend of ours, they had their luggage go missing earlier on in the year. The boys all got their cases back quite quickly. My friend didn't get hers back until the day before they came home. And again, she didn't think about it at the time. Had she have cross-packed, she would have had some stuff beforehand. The other thing we were going to show is we use Ikea bags for things, and all our toiletries and bits and pieces are in Ikea bags. You can see this one has been used many, many times. It's really gone off colour now. We use them every trip. Things like the suntan lotion. If that ends up leaking, hopefully it will stay confined to the bags. I've had it happen with Bath & Body Works stuff before, and it's leaked and it's just in the bag. Things like biscuits, you know you're not going to eat them all in one go. So this way we've got them for our trip. biscuit with tea in bed every now and then they stay sort of fresh then in the Ziploc bag, so they're really handy. But we do this with all our toiletries. We also take things like Nutella. There, I've got a new one of Nutella in a little bag. Could be that we don't actually get margarine until later on in the trip when we've got a fridge. So instead we can use Nutella if we happen to make toast. Something else we are doing is we haven't got a washing machine in any of our accommodation this time, but we are going to take some washing pods. I've got them in a little tin actually, because we plan to use the laundrette in Disney. So I've got them in a little tin here and a little zippy bag. I've also popped some fairy clothes washing liquid in here. This is a little hand sanitizer, so that if we do want to do anything in the sink, I've got tights with me, that kind of thing, we can do that and it can then just quickly dry in the bathroom. So we do this with washing up liquid as well. We take a little hand sanitizer full of washing up liquid so we can like wash our refillable mugs and things like that in our room as well. And another thing, pick up your bits and pieces in Poundland. For example, if you're staying somewhere with a dishwasher like a villa, I always go to Poundland and I pick up a box of 10 for £1. I take those with me and take sandwich bags as well. Reuse the Ikea bags maybe, but take sandwich bags. So if you are making anything to take into the parks, we used to take bagels a lot when the kids were younger. You've then got something to put them in. I also take crisp seals, you know, the little clips as well. So if you're buying the big bags of crisps, so I just thought of this and I ran up the stairs. If you're buying big bags of crisps out in the States, you can then just put the little clips on to seal them in the villa as well. Usually we pack loads in advance. I'm talking like 4 or 5 weeks, just because we get really busy with work leading up to the trip, and I just like that peace of mind to know it's done. It hasn't happened this time. We've been really late, but we did actually do most of the packing last weekend. It's now Wednesday, isn't it? So we're just doing the final bits today before we leave on Friday. I highly recommend not leaving it to the last minute just in case you've forgotten anything. I realised when I was packing that I forgot bug spray. I left it out there last time. There was only a little bit left, and we always leave all our toiletries behind, like the last little bit of the toothpaste. If there's any little bits of like shampoo, we just leave it behind rather than bring it back. And I just got the tiniest little bit left of bug spray, so I left it there and realised I hadn't replenished it. So I'm so glad that I'd packed a few days in advance, as I was able to get my bug spray yesterday. It arrived, and I really recommend for anyone else that struggles with bug bites in the States or anywhere else, Avon Skin So Soft. It's a dry oil spray. I don't think it's actually made as bug spray, isn't it? But it's got citronella in it. It smells so nice. It doesn't smell like your usual bug spray.
I think of cookies when I spray.
Cookies?
I don't know why.
Really?
But
It's just a nice...
It's not, but
it's
just
a light
nice
smell.
Yeah.
But if you're spraying it in the bathroom or something, go careful because it makes the floor very slippery. So if you're doing it on tiles or something like that, maybe stand on a towel because it does make the floor very slippery.
Or even in the bath. Don't necessarily overspray if you're going to step in the bath or
yeah,
something.
you could do yourself a nasty
Yeah.
injury. Another question actually, before I had my Loungefly bags, I always ask, these are for my dad by the way, how do people manage to take their Loungefly bags? I have actually packed mine. I've got one of Aid's cubes in there, and I've got 3 Loungefly bags packed. One is in my hand luggage with stuff in that I'll use on the plane, and the other 2 are in my cases, but they are packed with cubes, because that's something I always used to wonder. We also pack things in socks, in shoes sometimes. There you go, there's another Loungefly there, with stuff in. I was going to say, we've got our drinks bottle that we use in the parks, and we stuff that with things like tea bags as well. So again, that doesn't take up space, but it's also protected. I'll squeeze that back in a minute as well, so you don't end up with burst tea bags in your case. With regards to taking food, because that is something that people ask about, you are allowed to take things like snacks. We've obviously got like biscuits, tea bags are allowed, Marmite, anything like that. But obviously you can't take the fresh stuff like any meats, cheese, fruit, vegetables, anything like that is really strict.
We also keep everything sealed as well. And that sounds a bit daft because cereal bars, you're not going to have a half-eaten cereal bar type of thing. But everything is sealed, like the packet of biscuits isn't part open. It's not a problem, I don't think, but we just leave it as it sort of is, sort of thing. So.
Yeah. Just starting to pack my liquids as well for the plane, and we have bought these. We bought these years ago from Amazon, and rather than stood by the security trying to sort out all your liquids, we have them packed in our hand luggage ready to go, and these are just what I use on the plane. Anyone that suffers with painful ears on the plane, we've actually been recommended by flight crew before. Our daughter really suffers with Vicks to sniff that during takeoff, and also take a decongestant Sudafed just before as well. It's supposed to really help. It's always caused by really small tubes in your ears, and it's supposed to open up the airways and really help. The other thing which Holly was always told to do actually before flying, to blow up balloons, because that's supposed to gradually open up the airways before. She really used to struggle when she was younger. She would be in tears, in so much pain. So over the years we've sort of like got the Sudafed just before she's due to travel, due to fly, and sniffing on the Vicks and that kind of thing, just to try and help a little bit. And if you breastfeed, feed your baby during takeoff. I used to do that with mine when they were younger. Again, it's just that sucking sensation for the babies and really helps with their airways as well. So you can strap them into you and feed them at the same time. So we're traveling in upper on the way out, premium on the way back. So we would be allowed 6 cases going out between us and 4 going back. And we're taking 3. We are, however, we always do this, we've got 1 wheelie bag inside this case here, so we will bring that back. That will be full of Bath and Body Works, our trail mixes and things like that, and we'll check that in. So there'll be 4 checked in on the way back. Before we started collecting miles and points and using those for free upgrades, we didn't start that until our 2017 trip. Before then, we always used to actually buy an extra bag. We would do it online, so it worked out a little bit cheaper with Virgin. Back in the day, I think it cost £30 when we first started doing it. I don't know what it would cost now, but we used to then take an extra bag and check that in on the way back and just pay the £30. It always used to work out cheaper if you pre-did it online compared to when you did it on check-in. We also always take a cool bag as well. We bought this one in Target probably about 10 years ago, maybe longer. It flat packs, and then we've always got cold drinks with us. Fill them with ice, anything like that, and then you can, if you've got a freezer, even better. And then you can we freeze water bottles, put them then in the cool bag to keep things cool. But it's great if you're going into a park. We would leave bottles frozen in the car, and then after a long park day, come back to the car and you would have ice cold water or soft drinks. It's really, really nice. We always take a wheelie bag as hand luggage, just mainly for the reason, I mean, we take quite a lot of tech because we work out there whilst we're working with, and also our vlogging stuff. But when you come back, you've actually got then extra space to bring things back. So for example, with Virgin, you've got an extra 10 kilos. We tend to also, if we bring anything breakable, mugs, anything like that, they can also then go in your hand luggage. I think that's it. I think I've pretty much covered all of it. I need to show you the new suitcase though. We are really pleased with these. I hope they survive. We've had such good feedback with regards to the American Tourista suitcases. So thank you to everyone that recommended them. We're really, really pleased. Hopefully these will be a lot easier. I'm so nervous with regards to my arm and shoulder because it's so sore. It even hurts to wheel my little wheelie bag at the moment. So I'm really, really nervous. It's mainly the point when you pick up your luggage in Orlando and those escalators. That's what's making me nervous. If anyone's got any tips, I get the feeling that the lift is just like one single lift and it's just for wheelchair users. I don't know what we're going to do at the moment because I know I'm going to really struggle with the suitcases on the escalators. I don't know. It makes me nervous every time because I hate escalators anyway. I've got a real problem with escalators, and the thought of taking the luggage on there makes me really, really anxious. So if you've got any tips with regards to the escalators in MCO, let me know. And do you also get nervous? Are we the only ones that struggle with them, or do you get nervous too? But I'll leave a little clip of the new suitcase. And this is the new case that we ended up buying. It's also American Tourista. We got this one from Amazon, and the others that we got were from John Lewis, as that worked out cheaper for us. I think it's really, really cute, and it goes so well with the other suitcases. Thank you for watching. Any packing tips or anything like that, what do you do? We would love to hear from you and hear your tips too. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.